Hello, hello, my friends. Happy Monday. Hope you had a great weekend. And I would say weekend, but I haven't been here for a couple of weeks. It's been a thing. It's not COVID, but boy, this whatever this virus is settled right here, and it's just like bleh. But anyway, my voice is sort of back now, and I can kind of talk. I sound fine. I just feel weird. It's tight, and anywho, enough about my issues. I hope you are doing well. They're predicting snow for us tomorrow night, which okay, it's okay. I'm ready for it, but it just seems like this winter just all of a sudden. Last week the sun was shining and it was 72, so we'll see. And as I feel bad, I haven't been here in a bit, so this will be on Facebook as well. So if you later. But what I really want you to know is I have a free classroom where everything that I do on Facebook gets loaded. Hey, Kathy, welcome. And then we also have our membership, and the membership is open still. It's going to close in December, not for the people that are in it, but new people won't be able to enroll in December. But then after Christmas, it'll open back up again. So it's kind of up to you what you're thinking. If you think, well, I wish I had some simples to work with. What does the membership do? Well, the membership gives you a monthly collection of simples. And I guarantee you a number, but I promise you there's always more. And as most of you are members that I see popping in, they can let you know. Hey, Jeanette. And then I go live hopefully every Monday, not always, and I won't be going live as much in December because we're all busy. I will try though. I don't want to completely disappear from your Facebook feed. I want you to have something fun to look at. So anyway, where do you find it? Well, you're going to want to go to karamiller.com. It's super simple. It's not hard to find. You just go there and let me show you. So when you get there, you'll see this. Right? And then you're going to click on what's new. Now, if you have enrolled in other classes with me, like over the years, gazillions of Cricut classes are still here. So if you go, you log in, make sure you use the same email, login and password. If you don't remember your password, it will prompt you and you can get an email that'll help you fix it. I can't do it. I wish I could, but it's not me. It's the software does it. But then these are all your old classes. And then you can see what's new. And you click on that, and it will show you what's open. Shh, don't tell anybody. This is a secret that's coming. You can go poke around, but it's not open yet. Well, yeah. It's something I'm doing with Scrap Happy membership in a few weeks. So it's not there yet, but it's coming. This is our monthly collections that I was talking about. This is the monthly membership. When you enroll in this, you get a collection of simples every month for free. They're included. We do a crop. It tells you all the stuff that we can do if you click on it. I'm already enrolled, so it's hard to see what's in here, but let me tell you. Each month, a new series of SVGs to get at least 5, but I promise you there's more. We have a private Facebook group, and we also do a monthly Zoom where we have challenges and fun things. So there's that. So if you really want to kick your scrapbooking to the next level, but you love the simple idea, that's where you're going to want to do it. The Facebook Lives, you definitely want to be in this class. It's free. I mean, really. After you enroll, it's going to say to you to confirm your subscription. That just makes sure that I can let you know when things change. So don't opt out of emails. I promise you I won't bury you with a bunch of spam. I won't. But it lets me tell you what's going on. So, oh, I need to switch that because now we're into a November. But they keep going. I just keep adding them. I'll give it a better title. So now we're in November. So tonight, if you click on that, this is the SVG that we're using. Yeah, it's in the free class. So you want to enroll in the free class so that you can get the SVG that I'm using tonight. Okay? All right, cool. So what are we using tonight? Let me show you the real one. hold on, let me just get it over here so that I can show it to you. This is what we're making tonight. And there's lots of different ways that you can use it. This actually holds 3 photos, a 4x6 and 2 3x3s. This could be journaling. This could be a sweet photo that isn't necessarily of people. It could be whatever you're grateful for. Now I use the Thanksgiving scene down here, so we're kind of directing it towards that, but it's not necessarily that it has to be Thanksgiving. Some of the things I thought about is you could do that you were grateful for an incredible vacation that you all went on, and then you would use different papers. Maybe you're grateful for the gathering. I have 2 different photos I could use. One, this is kind of an older one, but I don't have it in a layout. This is a photo of Grace, and this is before Rosie. It's Grace and Lucy and my mom and Sarah, their mom, and me. So it's 4 generations of ladies, but it's before Rose, but it's still a cool photo. Or this is the whole family, for my mom's 90th birthday, which was in February. So it's not now, but I was grateful that we were all able to get together. And I don't know if we're missing 2. Who else are we missing? We're missing a few, but we got a bunch, okay? Or you could get this all ready and then you're going to add this year's photos to it, okay? I'm suggesting these layouts that I'm going to be doing throughout the month would be great to put in a frame. Just a simple 12 by 12 frame. And then it could hang on the wall. And if you just get one frame, you can rotate it through and switch it out. A great way to show off your layout when some people just don't really want to go through the whole album, but they would take a peek at this as they walk by hanging on the wall. This also makes a great gift. Putting together a 12 by 12 album is a little daunting, but doing one of these is not. So let me bring you into Design Space and show you how you do it, okay? Again, this is that SVG. You will go into the classroom, make sure that you're enrolled in that free class. Remember, just go to karamiller.com, what's new, enroll in the free class. I know some of you are already there in the free class, and then you're going to download this to your computer, save it where you remember. Bonnie, I don't know off the top of my head. It's in the classroom and I would have to look. The November Zoom crop is for members of the membership. It's not open to the general public. And so I don't know it off the top of my head. But if you go into the classroom that you're enrolled in, you'll see it under what's going on. And I will send you a note later and let you know because I don't know. And if you are wondering, what are we talking about and how do I get in it? Then you could become a member and you'd still have time to jump in the crop. So you download this to somewhere on your computer. Thanks, Kathy. You download this to somewhere on your computer so you remember. And then you come into Design Space and you say upload and you bring it on in, okay? So this is what it looks like when you bring it in. You'll notice that I've now added photo sizes to the Simple, but you don't want to cut those. They help you to know what size photos you need, but you don't want to cut that layer out. If you look over here in the layers panel, which if you've not been in Design Space for a bit, oh good golly, you're kind of in for a rude awakening. They've made some changes. It's not bad, but it just looks different. They move things around and it's like getting a new remote or a new cell phone. It takes a minute to get used to it, but it's not awful. So let me just show you. Everything on the screen is selected, so it's all grayed out so that you can tell. If I click off, notice it's not grayed anymore. Well, it's gray, but it's not green. This layer is the layer with the sizes. See that it's tiny, I know, trust me. And so you just turn it off. When you click that eyeball, it closes the eye and it hides it. Okay? So now I can cut it, but those sizes are still there. I didn't delete them. I just closed it. So if I go ahead and I cut it out and I go, oh, what were those sizes? Just turn it back on and you can remember. Oh, good, Kathy. I'm glad it's helpful. The only trick is you got to remember to turn it off. If you don't, I'll show you what happens. When you send this to the mat to cut it, Cricut's going to go ahead and separate everything out. This is the shadow layer, which remember, I call this kind of the back of the puzzle. This is the piece that tells you where everything goes. And we usually have these. Some simples are more complicated and not as simple, but most of them have this. This is where all of the little other pieces go on top of this. Then you have this. These are the actual spaces for the photos and your title. This is your silhouette. And then you've got this funky little layer where the sizes are. Now, if you go ahead and cut that, it's going to cut out those little letters, which, okay, maybe you want those, but you don't need to cut those out because they're just there for you. They're a guide. Okay. All right. So let me go back and turn that off and I'll show you what it does this time. And I want you to look up here. Come on, you can do it. You're thinking, where did that go? It's here, trust me. When things like that happen, sometimes if you zoom out, go down a little bit, it helps because you'll notice your screen gets a little crazy and you're kind of in weird spots. So the zoom tool, which is down here in the lower left, is really helpful on the screen. It doesn't change sizes or anything. It just zooms you in or out. All right, so look over here. And now I'm going to turn this off again. I'm going to close the eye on that. So now that's gone. But everything is grouped together so I can move it around here. It doesn't cut out any differently. It's not attached. It's just grouped. How would one ungroup it? Well, that's what this little thing is here. See it? Just click on that. And now when I click off, it has ungrouped what I had. You don't need to if you're just going to go ahead and cut this out the way I did it. But what if you wanted to do some messing around with it? What if you wanted to change the color, for example? Well, you could do that. What if you wanted to tell, you don't want to mess with gluing these letters down. You're going to have Cricut write it. You could do that too. So you're going to come up here and change this from basic cut to pen. Now you're going to bring it back on top of this, line her up. Okay, get it where you want it. And it needs a little bit of a nudge. Get it where you want it. I'm going to change this to a different color so that you can see it. Let's see, I'm going to change that to a yellow. And now I'm going to change my writing pen layer. It says black, which should do it, so that you can see it better. But notice it's not going to fill in the letters. Do you see that? It's not going to fill them in. That's because it just took a cut layer and turned it into a draw layer. But it might look cool if you did it in a foil. It might look good if you did it that way with one of the thicker pens. It's just an option. I'm not going to do that. I cut mine out. So I'm just going to undo and go back to what I was. I didn't do anything to this. I literally just cut it out. I did use a different color though. You'll notice my people, I used a color that highlighted the background, and I used this color, which it picks up from right here. I can tell you what that is if I look. It is Nectarine. And then these are pattern papers from the pack that I'm using. I will put the list later. It doesn't really matter. You can use whatever you have, but I know some of you want to know exactly what I'm using, and I'll put the list below so that you can see it. Okay, so there's that. So let's look at how we put this together. But this is exactly what it looks like on the screen. And when you say make it, Cricut's going to go ahead. Now it moved that around because I played with it, so come on back. Because it can cut this out of one piece, it really can. Let's go back to where it's grouped. Nope, you're not grouped yet. Now you're grouped. Okay? So truthfully, unless you need to change something, you don't need to ungroup it. You don't need to mess with it. You don't need to do anything. Just bring it in, turn off the eye on the sizes of your photos and say make it. And you are good to go. And Cricut will just go ahead and cut this out of. It takes 3 loads of your mat, 3 different colors. If you wanted this out of white, you'd think, well, maybe this could fit here. It can't. Okay? All right, so then you go ahead and cut it out, and then you're ready to put it together. So let me move my keyboard out of the way. And let's bring the layout in. And I'll show you what we can do with it. Oh, these are really glaring with that light tonight. Okay, so this is how it works. Let me pick this up. There's the gratitude, the little dot of my eye. This is my silhouette. These are my actual mats for my photos. This is that shadow layer that I said is basically kind of the back of the puzzle. And it shows you where everything goes. And this is the easiest part of laying it down on your 12 by 12 because you don't have to do anything. You just lay it down. Now I don't have to measure to put my photo mats where I want them or my title. Everything is going to fit. I can figure out the spacing of this and the space. It's super simple, right? Then I take this, pop this down, and I'm going to glue it with my adhesive. And then I'm going to add this. Again, glue that down. Add my gratitude. Now, if I'm going to put this in a frame that doesn't have glass, I could add some extra embellishments to this. I could add some fall dried flowers, would look really pretty. I could do an arrangement in here that would look good. I could go into Design Space and look for a title or an image that I like and do a print then cut and add it. So many things that you can do with this, starting with this basic cover, okay? Now, what if your photos are not the right size? Remember I said these were 3 by 3s. Well, this is where the toolkit comes in super handy. And for some reason I'm missing the 3 by 3. And I just got a whole new bunch of templates in. If you've been waiting to get your templates, I just got them in. I will put them in the free classroom so that the link to them if you decide you want them. I swear by templates. I do. I think I really don't know where my 3 by 3 is. Trust me, I have one. It's smaller. Why can't I find it? And I have a whole box over here. I probably have 15 different sets of these out, but I don't see one of them. Oh, here it is. Nope, it's not. It's been a week or two since I've been in this room. All right, fine. We will find the one. Let's try this one. I think it's this one. That's a 3 by 3. Now, when you get your templates in the mail, they have these covers on them. It's to protect them so they don't get all scratched up when they're coming to you. They do not have sizes on them. You could write with a Sharpie if you wanted, but this is a 3 by 3, and you'll notice that it's going to fit right on that size of the space that's in the Simple, okay? And this is a 4 by 4, which I showed you with that photo. It fits the photo and gives you a double mat to it, which is awesome. So please download this. Download this, go ahead and cut it and show me what you're doing. I can't wait to see. Upload them either on my Let's Cut Paper group or Let's Learn Cricut page. I love to see them. Just tag me in it so I know that you're doing it. And if you have any other questions, please reach out. I hope to see you again later this week. Have a great Monday, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.